preparing to live stream the meeting. Setting up your for YouTube Live. That's what it says on my end.
Bart gonna do his cloning session on here sometime.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Spittin' Seeds. I think it caught that last little bit that we were just talking, but good to see everybody. I am your host, Seed Person. I've got OK Jace with me as always, and I need to get my chat popped out and get the link posted and pinned, and then we'll be good to go. And to answer your question, Jason, no, there isn't a cloning demonstration today because Art has a family thing he's going to do. So he's gonna come on next Sunday, or this coming Sunday, I should say, a normal show time and all that, and he'll give us a demonstration on Sunday.
Right on. Looking forward to it.
Cheers to the chat. I see Varkdog, Sky Overhead, Mr. C. Bobski. Good to see y'all. Glad you're here. Glad you can make the off hour episode. Um, I'm not burning one yet because there are little people upstairs that do not need to be exposed to any smells. More specifically, their parents don't know, so I'm not gonna try and turn a play date into a smoke sesh with stranger parents. So I'll be lighting up here in not too long, whenever they get picked up and shit. So yeah, what's up, JK? Good to see you. So what's new with you, Jace? What have you been up to?
Just some things you don't want to explain. That's happened to me before. Like I've been
Yeah.
in here working in my grill, and my daughter's got her friends over, and this is like years back, and like they'll see my tent, and like I've had one walk in here like, oh, cool, a tent. I'm like, no, it's not that kind of tent, and or they're like, oh, you got a garden inside your house? I'm like, yeah, I'm cool as hell, aren't I?
You tell them that's my sauna.
Yeah,
It's my infrared sauna. I
it's
crawl
my
in there and
it's my catnip plant
yeah,
factory.
that's right. Cheers to the Steckling home grow. Somebody I know from Instagram. You have a wrench now, so you can post links. Also mention maybe coming on the show. So the link is pinned if anybody wants to hop on and share their gardens. Feel free to hit that. Please join with a name we recognize from chat. If you join without a name we recognize, I probably won't let you in because of flashers and things like that. So, anyways, yeah,
Oh man, Barkdog's watching the Cavs, dude. Just give it up, man. Thunder's gonna win it again this year. Repeat.
I do go. Cavs. Shit, he's doing a good job with his outdoor garden. He's
I
building all
know,
that
man.
up.
That's a lot of damn work. He's got a lot more energy than me. We're about the same age, so I'm pretty jealous of him. Yeah, he had. I remember he had to move it out because I remember when he built it last year, he didn't think about it, but like the shade from that side of his house was too much
Hmm.
at a certain part of the day, so he moved it back out from his house.
Yeah, yeah. Like I want to say like 7 or 8 feet maybe out into the yard.
Waiting on the retractable light deprivation curtain, automated on the
It's
timer.
good. Yep, I know it. And so all you need is some sort of actuator arm and a motor and a timer. There you go. It's gonna be like it's like a windshield wiper because he had that curved top to it before already with the PVC and the tarp and shit. So all you need is like an actuator arm, like a windshield wiper that goes from one side all the way to the other. And then you could put a bar in between two ends of the thing and it would just pull the tarp over the top and then back off. I want to see it,
We had
Vark. You
one.
got 1 week.
I know you got the stuff and the willpower. We had one at that commercial grill where I was at. They're pretty handy. But I seen people just like in basic hoop houses, they just like throw a string over the top and they pull it manually. Just some people do it by themselves, but you get it's a two-man job. You just drag it over the top.
Hmm. Need to roll this. He says, Jace, you buy it, I'll install it.
I'm gonna see Vark on Canic Ribs just from his backyard one day,
Hmm. He's gonna
like a
build a
glass
little
house.
like a little platform on the top of his roof so that he can go up there and survey his big garden in the back. It's like,
Like
watch
throwing
this.
up there.
Click a button, and All the tarps come over and click the button again. They all drop back.
I do that. Just post up on my roof and just watch my grow from there.
Hmm.
Have my Canada going.
Yeah. Oh man. I had that camp out and that was pretty wild. I smoked that big Canagar out there in the middle of the woods.
How'd you
It
do
was,
the whole thing?
hmm The
Man, that
big,
must have been a journey.
yeah, I mean, I smoked, I see, I hiked about 2.5 miles out over some very rough, rocky, scrubby, brushy terrain, and then set up my camp and started smoking. I probably went three or four or five, six joints total, plus the Canagar for a 24-hour trip, and hiked 2.5 miles back out the next day, and yeah, it was fun.
You go by yourself out there?
Mhm. Yeah, I
And you
wanted
talk
to
about some
be.
quiet time.
Well, so I thought, oh, okay, I've walked, for 2.5 hours to get out here, and it's been very tough going. I like crawling along the edge of those cliffs and stuff to get where I'm at here. So I don't expect to see any people, right? And so then I heard the next day before I hiked out, I heard like crashing and big movement in the woods. So I'm like clapping my hands. I'm like, "Hey bear, hey bear." And then I look closer and it's just some fucking dude walked right past my camp and I was like, "Hello." He's like, "Hi." Okay. He kept going. I walked the other direction out.
He's like, this motherfucker, what's he smoking?
He stole my fucking campsite.
I'm a bear and I'm an otter.
I found some weird shit out there. I found a wheelbarrow out in the middle of nowhere, and I found a black trash bag full of like dried cement, and I found a weird buried stone wall of like not bricks, but like rocks that had been stacked, basically like a freaking wall. It was like a basin, like a rectangular 3 foot deep. I don't know what it was, but it's like somebody was out here at some point doing something. It was a little weird. Anyways,
I had those weird experiences too. Like last night, no, the night before Saturday, my wife had some of her family over just to like play games and stuff, just to hang out. And we were playing Phase 10. You ever played that?
mhm,
It takes forever, especially if you got more people. And I've been taking Fico a lot, so I took a little break and I took some edibles. Oh
mhm.
my
Oh,
God.
take a break from the Fico to the edibles. Uh-huh.
Yeah, some
Ah.
gummies. And man, it hit me hard. I told him, I was like, hey, look, it's like my back hurts. I was like, I'm heavily medicated, so just bear with me, okay? And they're like, they're real church going people. They're like, okay.
Well, if you told him I was all hopped up on pain medication, I probably wouldn't turn an eye. But if it's cannabis, oh, you know,
Yeah. All hopped up on oxys. They're like, oh, yeah, let the good times roll.
yeah, got it from the doctor. Must be good for you.
FDA approved. They don't lie.
I had a large dose of I made RSO chocolates, so I just took 6 milliliters of RSO and squirted it into the melted chocolate on the double boiler, and then threw some bits of toffee in there and put it in the mold and made these little, half inch by half inch chocolates. And I didn't think about doing the math on it. I was just meh. I eat RSO. I'm good. Well, I ate four of them, and then I ate four more like 2 hours later, and then an hour after that, I was laying in bed just like, oh my God, it's too much. I'm so high. Um, Freaking out a little bit, and then just remind myself, oh no, it's you just ate too much chocolate. And then I did the math on it, and it was like, yeah, you probably ate. I want to say they're each like 40 milligrams, so it's like I don't even know what's that. 40 times 8,
320 milligrams.
320. Yeah, like more than I was used to. Usually I eat about 100, you know, but
Yeah, it's hard to say. Like, without, I would like to get one of those T checks, but they're kind of expensive.
they are
But
for the amount of variability in it. I don't think it's worth the money, honestly, because like it says like plus or minus 10%. So you could have, your FICO be 80%. Oh, just kidding, it's only 70. or it says, it's 60% THC. Oh, just kidding, it's actually 70, and then your individual dosing gets thrown way off because of that.
I mean, honestly, if you had a way to check your flour, that would be like the only test you need, right? Because then you could base everything else potency wise off of your flour.
Right, except that would be a slight variable thing as well, not as much as the T-check, but from grow to grow, you'd be variable by at least maybe 1%,
So I
depending
could,
on if you gave it too much nitrogen or whatever.
yeah,
At some point, it could stunt it.
I could live with the 1% variable for flour testing because you can have it tested here, but it's not cheap. You got to have you can have it lab tested, but it's hang on a second, I got to drop off for just a sec.
Oh, you're fine. I looked into lab testing, and I just can't really find, like, I don't know who to send it to that would be able to do it. But hang on, Bark Dog, I gotta give Weezin a wrench. There you go, bro. You got a wrench now. You can post links, and we're gonna let Bark Dog in. And if
Yeah,
I find, if there's somebody in Colorado that knows a place to get your flower tested, send me that link, because I would be interested in getting a couple of my keepers tested to see what they're actually at.
well, I know here like you can use the same labs that the commercial growers use, but you still have to pay that price. So it's probably at least a couple of hundred to $500 to test a batch.
Plus like an ounce or two for them, and it gets destroyed in the process.
Yeah, I think it was when we were doing it, I think it was like 5 to 10 grams for a primary, and then same thing on the secondary sample. So yeah, I mean at least yeah, maybe an
No,
ounce, half
three
ounce
quarter
to an
three
ounce at
quarters.
least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, Vark Dog? Thanks for being patient. We were finishing up that thought.
Oh, no worries. I didn't want to interrupt you. What's going on, guys?
Not much. We're
I
just
know.
hanging out.
Just hanging out.
Yeah,
What's going on?
chilling, buddy. Doing a little garden work.
You like that idea, don't you?
I'd love to
Automatic,
have
automatic arm that drops
I,
it.
yeah, I'd love it. If somebody wants to buy it for me, I'll definitely put it in.
You could DIY it with like a. I'm trying to think. What's a?
Like a winch or something? Or
Yeah, you need
You
some
could
sort of
do
just
like,
rotating motor.
you ever seen one of those like pavilion covers that like come off of people's houses? They like fold
Hmm.
out in the arms, like swing out. You could almost do
Yeah.
something like that, I'm thinking.
You could go to a junkyard and pull the windshield wiper motors out of an old car and use those
I
theoretically.
got an old garage door opener motor. I got a couple like random little stupid motors too, some just job site stuff. Yeah, maybe.
You
We'll
could do
see
a
how the
spring. You
summer
could do
goes.
an elastic where it only has to pull it one direction, and then it's got tension on it, and then when it lets it back out, it'll pull it back over. With like rubber bands, or not rubber bands, but bungees or something,
Yeah, that could be pretty cool.
and then hook it up to the garage door motor to pull the tarp back. And then when the garage door motor is done, it lets go and it zips back
yeah, if
over on its own.
you
I don't know.
you got
I
a
Yeah,
just
Wi-Fi garage, you got a Wi-Fi garage door opener too. You can activate it using Wi-Fi. It's even better.
I think it is an old Wi-Fi garage door opener, honestly. It just
There you
wasn't
go.
strong enough to move my old crappy wood door, so I had to upgrade to like a stronger motor and chain setup. So it does still work. Gardens are looking good, guys.
Yeah, maybe Jace will give us a tour.
Yeah, we can do mine. What you're looking at is the last Mohicans. Should be my last run for a while. Like I don't know what a while is, but it should be a little
2 weeks.
while. Yeah, a few days. Just no time for me to clean it. No, it should be.
However long
It
it
should
takes
be.
you to decide on the next seeds.
I know. I've got more, and Art just sent me some too. I'm like, damn, I could pop these right now, but no, I gotta wait. But yeah. So up front here we got FYPC. This one's looking really nice. I love the way this thing's stacking. It's just like all the way up, man. It's just tight
Nice.
all the way up.
Nice. I want to run some of those.
Yeah, it's grown really nice so far. Just my two colos. That was my goal for all these. Just get them straight up, stacking pretty good. These had a couple of runners on the back that I left on. I want to get a little more weight out of this one, and then behind it. So I did a little rearranging. I had to move these into my gorilla tent because they were just starting to outgrow my Mars tent a little bit. So I don't want to mess with it. So I just moved them over here. I don't want to do it because it's double cleaning on this tent, but it is what it is. So yeah, I had to kind of rearrange them when I moved them in. But on the back left and then the back right, that's the two Trop Quitas from Dean 420, which is banana runts crossed with Trop Cherry.
Oh,
And
nice.
it
What's it
looks pretty
smell like?
good too. I haven't got a rub on it yet. I just got these moved in, man. I've just been going crazy. I need to start stem rubbing on these and get some smells going on. I can smell them already, though. I can smell some sweetness going on here, just like sitting right here. But yeah, those are. Well, that's a kung fu going into it. Yeah, I mean, honestly, most of these are growing really nice in here, and the characteristics all look pretty good.
Yeah, man, everything looks nice and green and happy. You're
This is
stacking real nice.
that's Chud right there in the back in the middle. That's from Chad Westport. That's my shortest one. And then front and center here, this is a Galero CrossFit Loomis Kung Fu from Caveman. This one probably takes up the biggest footprint, but I kind of had a hard time when I was training it. I think it was in the back on the other side when it was in the other tent, so I didn't give it much attention to it. But like this one, that's the other main cola right here, and there's the other one. So I let that get away from me. It's got a good 6 inch difference right there. Some of these laterals came off.
I think it looks great, man. Don't beat yourself up over 6 inches.
That's how this that blue light does it. Like these laterals will grow as tall as the tops, or that's almost as tall as that top. This is
That's
from the
awesome.
same.
How long do you run that thing for?
I run it all the way through the stretch, so like I'll go through veg all the way through week 3 at least or 4. So I'm just now in week 4 on these, and I was running it all the way through then. So like the end of week 3. Usually when week 4 starts, I'll stop that, and then I'll start using my under canopy and sidelining at about week
Oh,
4. So they're
okay.
always getting something a little extra. Yeah, that one's growing real nice too. I mean, it's stacking pretty decent all the way up.
Yeah, they're all looking great, man.
I got a
Yeah, I've
question,
really,
Jace.
so
Um, at this point in the grow, are you feeling more like positive or less positive about the grow compared to like one of your previous big name breeder grows, or about the same? Just out of curiosity. Like, do you think this is going better than if it was all big name breeders, or maybe a little less, or what?
um, I mean, honestly, I think overall it's going better. Um, just the way the nodes are stacking. It's kind of hard to say because I'm doing a slightly different style on this run. I open this up a lot more than what I usually do. That's why I only ran 2 colors per plant because I wanted a lot of breathing room in here. I just wanted a lot of room for foliage. I wasn't too worried about just like trying to get mass yields out of it like I was that last run with that GG4. So I'm just trying to get mass quantities out of it. But I really
Gotcha.
like the way this is growing. I mean, yeah, you can see just everything stacking really nice. Probably the only one is this platinum pancakes with 9 pound hammer. It's a little stretchy on me. That's the tallest one. So I had to,
That's yeah. Both of
yeah,
those were real tall plants.
that's the only one really that's probably has anything like noticeable in here. Like if I had something to gripe about. Um, but I mean, once it gets up into the buds, I mean, they're stacked pretty decent. I mean, they're not right on top of each other, but they're not like 6 inches apart between node sites or something like that.
Yeah.
Like I
No,
just a
that
couple inches
definitely
in it
looks like it's leaning towards the platinum pancakes parent.
versus the 9 pound hammer.
Yeah, the 9 pound
Yeah,
hammer. Well, okay, so the I had a couple different phenos from that same male 9 pound hammer. One, I grew across to that plus the goth girl, and then also to the banana OG, and both of the banana OG times 9 pound hammer and one of the goth girl times 9 pound hammer had like a just a big main cola, like a huge, bigger than a baseball bat, and then not much else. And then the platinum pancakes or the other Goth Girl times 9 pound hammer that I had more of that broken up bud structure where it was like internodal spacing, not one huge cola. But the platinum pancakes had a huge internodal spacing, smaller buds, but extreme frost coverage. So I'm guessing that's leaning towards the platinum pancakes.
Well, that makes sense because I agree that 9 pound hammer, and I forgot what I grew it with right off the top of my head. Maybe it was Skunk One and Northern Lights, I think.
Yep.
And I think it was the shortest one by far out of those three. I'm not saying much because that Skunk One, I had to fold that dude in half, but Northern Lights was kind of a taller plant. I think it was more towards like the 5 foot height
Mhm.
range. But yeah,
It,
so the 9 pound hammer, it was more squatty. It had some pretty chunky buds on it too.
It was funny because I all the 9 pound hammers that I grew that were female, I found those short, squat, like burnt rubber Kimmy kind of smelling plants. And the male that I used, I went just based off of the way that it was growing in the structure, and the thing was freaking massive, like a big old tree, So I wanted to use that one, and it turns out that is not it did not bring the same like pheno stuff from the 9 pound hammer females that I've grown, if that makes sense.
it brought the height on my Flow OG times 9 pound hammer. That thing got crazy tall in my tent.
Yeah. That one male that I used for because that was the same male for all of those was the same 9 pound hammer male and to the Flow OG, the Platinum Pancakes, the Goth Girl, the Banana OG. I did a big run of it and yeah, it seems like it brought some real vigor to it. I also want to
Yeah.
say welcome to Sky Overhead. He's here with us as well.
Hey,
I
what's up,
welcome me
Sky?
to you.
How's
Welcome.
the leg,
Hey
buddy?
guys. Oh,
What's
it's
up,
all
bud?
right. There's still a lump and there's just a little bit of a bruise, but I guess I'd either hit the lawnmower on it. It's like right where I put my hand on my knee on everything to give me more leverage.
Mm.
So I probably just
Did
jammed it on something.
they figure out what was wrong with you? That you got dropped on your head or something?
They'd known that for a long time.
I'm just messing with you. That's good though. I mean, it could be a lot worse. At least it wasn't
Yeah,
blood clot. You got to start getting on medicine.
yeah.
Yeah, well, the reason why I went to the hospital in the first place is because the damn doctor scared me thinking I had a blood clot, so I had to go check it out.
Better safe than sorry, though, That's no joke.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's how Dr. House ended up with his limp.
Hmm.
Sorry. Jace, did you have anything else you wanted to share about this run or anything like that?
Um, no, that's pretty much it. Oh, I was I went and refilled both my CO2 tanks over the weekend, and then I hooked them back up. My regulator, that motherfucker started leaking again. So that's my
Mm.
last regulator. So I'm not running CO2 from this point on.
Where were those
So
regulators from? That was from Vivasun?
yeah, Vivo Sun, all of them. So I'm gonna save up
Yeah.
and get a good one. I'll probably get Titan Control, but those are like 125 bucks, so they're like 3 times the cost.
Mm.
But if it doesn't leak, then it's worth it because I've gone through 4 of them. I mean, I've only bought one or two, so but they're warranty exchanges, but still just being down and out. And like right now, I can't use it, and I've got 2 full CO2 tanks here.
Mm.
Man, that's a bummer. Can you go to like Harbor Freight and just pick up a cheap one to get you running again for the time being?
Man, I don't know. I probably just bite the bullet on it and just wait because that's like my mentality right now is like that's money I could be putting towards a better one or a good one, the one I want when I get ready to run again. Because this is my last run anyways. Like if I had more stuff going, I would probably would, but yeah, I'll just let it go and I'll just do this for all natural to see how it goes. Actually, my ambient CO2 is not too bad in here. I usually hang around 600 on average.
Nice. Are
Yeah,
you
so
gonna
it's not like
you gonna turn your light down since you're not running CO2, or do you not really overrun it anyway?
well, that's kind of why I moved that Mars Hydro light back in this tent because I had a 500-watt light in here. I took it out last run because it was just getting too hot in here without an air conditioner for my tent. I can't cool it down, so I stopped running that. And this one, you can run it full blast as long as you got distancing. So that's where I'm at right now. I think I'm at full power right now. I might have to raise it up a little bit because that back plant's getting a little bit closer to the light. So I might have to raise it up a few inches. I'll just get my meter out and see, and then just keep a visual on them. If they're reacting fine, then I'll just leave them alone. If you start seeing something, then I'll, either raise it up or lower them down. But I'm running my supplemental lighting too, but I'm only at 25% power right now. And honestly, I don't see me getting much higher than that because the heat again, like right now, I'll be sitting at 80 to 81, which is great. Like I can perfectly live with that. But if I crank that up anymore, then all of a sudden you're like 83 and then you start pushing 85 and that's not cool. I'm like, that's not enough, especially without CO2.
Yeah.
That's the opposite of cool, bro.
Warm.
Way too hot, man.
Cool. Thanks for the tour, Jace.
Yeah, man, looking great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice plants, dude.
And Varkdog was here next. Varkdog, do you have anything you want to show off?
I can show you my progress with my garden, I guess. I'm out here, got to
Oh yeah.
finish the gate up and stuff. Let's see. That's my
Oh,
dumbass. Oh,
yeah,
it's
sorry.
fine. Oh, I
I know
don't
I know
care,
you're in a
buddy.
legal state, or I would have been more careful with.
Yeah, no worries. So yeah, I pretty
Damn,
much
that looks
got
fucking great, dude.
whole border all built. I just gotta finish kind of caging up this door that I rigged together. And then go get some more dirt. So I'm about halfway with what I had from my existing garden. I did a huge layer of sand all along the bottom over my clay, and then moved all my dirt into here. This thing is just loaded with earthworms and stuff, man. So I think I got a pretty good, healthy soil going. I plan to mix some more sand and some lava rock in here. And then I'm thinking, I'm not sure how far I should fill this. What do you think? Kind of keep a couple inch barriers so I could do like a nice layer of mulch or something.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
I
I would
would.
do.
So plan is like tomatoes, cucumbers and stuff probably over here. This will be like peppers and maybe some lettuce, some herbs. And then this is my after dark side.
Nice.
So this is where all the girls will be going. I got some potatoes actually going there. I'm gonna use the old wire from my old one to make like spiral towers. And I
Hmm.
saw this cool like kind of potato cage thing basically that you can build.
I'm doing
Um,
something similar, but I'm using a laundry hamper that I bought from Walmart for $4.
oh, okay. There
Where
you
you is
go.
it where you layer the bits, the potato with the eye, and then
Yeah,
compost and straw, and then same thing and layer it up.
same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
just
I'm gonna
have a
use
bunch
a laundry hamper.
extra this like chicken. I have a bunch of this like chicken wire stuff left over. I'm like, well, this stuff should be perfect. I would kind of figure, right?
Oh yeah.
My question is, so I don't know if I have determinate or indeterminate potatoes. I honestly just took some red potatoes I had left over in my house and kind of threw them in the dirt and they started
Mm.
growing. That being said,
I
do
don't I don't
do I
think
need to feed those greeneries out or do I want to like bury them? Because I've seen some styles you like bury the green, right? And then some styles you don't.
that's a I don't know. I'm not a potato grower expert at all. I was gonna bury like actual chunks of potato, just make sure each one has an eye on it, and that's where the root will come out, and then it should push through the sides there.
Yeah, because I got like these little guys going. So like if you see, you can actually see some little potatoes kind of getting started
Hmm.
off of all of these. I just wasn't sure how to bury them because I've seen some things where people actually take those and fold them down under and then bury that. And then I've also seen them like these sticking out the sides. I don't really know. Maybe I should hit up Spart. I think he's a potato grower, isn't he?
I have no idea. Um, if I
And
had to say, I would recommend maybe burying half of them and then bury the other ones most of the way, but leave the green part sticking out the top. That way, at least if the ones underneath don't make it, you'll still get something off the top ones.
Okay.
Just like
Yeah.
because that whole stem that you see right there is gonna, if you bury it up to, it'll put roots out all the way up if it's buried. So then you'll end up with potatoes coming off that whole stem versus just the bottom part.
Okay, so
That's
that's
just
the
my
theory
thoughts
of like
off the top of
keep
my head.
burying it. So you just keep kind of burying it and keep letting the greenery get exposed and then bury it more and more as the thing gets taller and taller. Is that
Maybe, or maybe just plant it with that stem buried down deep.
okay?
I don't know, honestly. Don't
Oh,
take my word for it. I would do some
dude,
research and talk to other people.
this was a fuck around project, so even if they don't come out right, I'm
Okay,
not
cool.
my family isn't gonna starve because this round of potatoes didn't make it through.
Yeah. No, this is all very much a learning experience for me too, because I've never grown potatoes, so we'll see how it
Yeah,
goes.
me either. It should be an interesting experience.
The bark dog.
Yep.
What plant you got lined up to grow outside this year?
Oh, so my good friend Seed Person happened to send me some nice clones. So I'm probably, so let me get your opinion on this too. Should I do three big ones or six small ones?
Three big ones. That's why
I
you
would
grow
do
outside, so you grow some big ass plants.
I would do six small ones that turn into six big ones. I
I'm
think
think
honestly, I mean, if you do three bigger plants, it's going to be probably a little more pruning up front to shape them and get them, keep them trained up and stuff. But once it's done, it's done. You don't have to do it six times just three, if that makes sense.
Yeah, very true. So, back to your answer. Goth Girl 15s that Seed Person sent me are probably going out here for sure. And then I'm debating between the Ghost Train Haze that he sent me. I'm definitely popping a Cherry Paloma out here, from JR Token. And not really quite sure outside of that. I may do, yeah, I didn't really hunt any of those fuck your period cramps.
Mm.
So maybe I should get on that and I could maybe chuck one of them out here as well. But definitely Goth Girl 15 is 100%. And then Cherry Paloma and then kind of debate from there.
I'll show you that Ghost Train Haze here in a minute. We'll let Sky do his garden tour and then I can do mine. But that is the one of the best smelling plants I've ever grown ever. And
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it smells
Nice.
like straight up. I'm calling it the pineapple juice cut because it smells like pineapple juice, like fresh squeezed, sitting right next to you kind of thing.
Nice. That sticky foot I found from JR Token is very pineapple-ish too. And I've quite enjoyed that. So that Ghost Train Haze sounds intriguing. How long did you run that? That's my only worry because it's a haze. Don't
No,
those
it
usually
doesn't.
run longer?
They do, but it's not. It's I'm at day 47 or 48 right now, and I could theoretically pull it. It's mature enough, but I'm gonna let it go for another 2.5 weeks just because I have the time and stuff. And it only will get better. But no, it's faster than the Goth Girl.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a little worried being that it was a haze that I might
It
not be
doesn't
able to
it doesn't
finish in
grow
time.
like a haze though. It's not really tall, it's not super stretchy. It's just it seems more like a evenly balanced kind of hybrid in terms of the growth.
Awesome. That may actually work out perfectly out here then. And then I'm debating of doing my hoop house kind of roof. For the time being, I'm going to leave it open and just let Mother Nature rain it in for me. And then my only other plan is to get a rain barrel that
Mm,
I'm going to drop like right here and just tie my gutter into or my downspout into so I can just get free clean water.
nice.
So you're gonna put some type of top on that?
Yeah, they have those like 50-gallon like blue rain barrels that kind of have a top and then they actually sell I think like a top and a part that's actually meant to go to your downspout. So it's like a
Yeah, it
whole
has like
kind
a
of like
screen on it, right?
Yeah, like a kitten, like a screen kind of, so it catches all the like leaf material and stuff like that. But I
Right.
have leaf guards on my gutters anyway, so
Oh, nice.
most of my water is just pretty clean anyway.
That'll be
But I
awesome.
don't want to take up the whole show. Thanks for
Oh, you're
having me
fine,
here,
bro.
buddy.
Thanks for showing your progress. It's looking great.
Yeah,
Thanks,
looking
man.
good. What about your inside stuff before you go? You got stuff going on inside now?
Yeah, hold on, I'll walk down
Show us what you're making for dinner too. No, I'm just kidding.
there. He had Parmesan chicken.
Oh, hell yeah, that's good. I love it.
Actually, here you go. There's dinner. Some Parmesan chicken, some noodles, and some
Nice.
steamed broccoli.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yummy. Yeah.
These Blue Jay Okersons got me really intrigued. They kind of remind me of your Goth Girl 15 with their layer of frost.
Mm. Oh yeah. That looks good.
They still have another 4 or 5 weeks probably,
Ooh.
and they're already giving me like even the fan leaves, man. I'm gonna have to keep all these damn fan leaves because they're so covered in it.
Yeah. That's always fun. What do I do with this? It's got
Right?
trichomes on it, but I don't I don't know what to do
Yeah.
with it.
So this is my big Flow OG times 9 pound hammer, man. Mine ended up huge.
Damn.
It's almost like head height with me. So she's stacking up pretty nicely, as you kind of see.
That
Pretty
looks good,
happy.
man. Is
I'm
it
pretty
what do
happy.
you have any smells off it?
You know, kind of pinish. I'm real bad at this. It
Mm,
reminds me of that 9 pound hammer that you sent me.
okay. Well,
If
that
I'm,
makes sense because that's half of it. So
yeah.
huh.
What kind of like what size leaves were you getting? Are you getting more like skinnies off of yours, like these, or were you
No,
getting more like fatter leaves?
mine had big fat dinosaur leaves. Oh no.
Oh wow, yeah, mine
One
are
fell
all
apart.
like much more of the thin leaf variety.
Interesting.
Let's see, and then there's a sour cherry
Looks good.
and another sour cherry back there and there. So the wife loved it, so I ran a bunch of these. They're just about done. This is a CBD cherry wine from Hillbilly Herb
Nice.
that I just flipped. That's another Blue Jay Oakson, and then that's Gassafras. So she's kind of stacking up pretty tight as well too. Looking pretty frosty, and then that is Blanche.
Blanche.
Blanche, yeah. It's from Irie. It's named after one of the Golden Girls. He did
Oh,
a
okay.
whole Golden Girl run. So
That's
there's a
fun.
Blanche, a Rose. I don't forget the other ones.
Yeah, I don't
And
know.
then my wife's been loving the Orange Vortex, so I just chucked in a little baby one to hurry up and run before I shut my room down for the summer.
Oh, you're gonna shut down for the summer? Oh yeah, did we talk about that already? I feel like we did.
But yeah, just added in some little figurines for some fun. We got a group back there holding the plant up.
Nice.
But yeah, man, that's what I got.
Thanks for sharing. It looks great. It always looks great with yours.
Thanks, man. I try my best. Still definitely in the learning curve, but I'm
Yeah,
You
we
got
having
all
some
are.
fun,
fancy,
and
you got
that's
the
all that
fancy
matters.
pots in there.
Fancy pots, they were $5 Dollar General pots, actually.
I just had to get I had to get one of those for my catnip plant. I finally moved it out of my clone tent and I up potted it into a decorative pot and it's in my living room now. And I bought a little like a little halo grow light that's like on a floor stand for it.
Nice. We can certainly jump over to Sky
Nice plant.
Overhead. If you want to give us a tour, I see you walking around outside and put you on the big screen.
All right, I'll try. It's like I lost half of that conversation right there. Can you hear me?
Yep, we got you.
All right. So I did some transplanting yesterday. Goth girl, goth girl, twin 3B, and then this is a chili pepper.
Trinidad.
Nice.
Yeah? Is that the Trinidad?
No, it's just a Fresno chili.
Somebody. Well, maybe it was the Fresno chili. I remember I think it was you put it in chat, and for like 5 minutes there, I was sitting there going, what strain is Fresno chili or Thai or whatever it was? And then I realized, oh no, he's actually talking about a real pepper.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna show my food plants too because I love those.
Yeah.
I've got a rosemary. These are carrots. I tried to pull some out to eat some, and they wouldn't come out, so I just pulled the whole thing out and started ripping the carrots out. They're
Do they
good.
all grow all intertwined with each other?
Yeah, I had them way too close together. They're just small ones, but if you separate them good, they'll be humongous.
Nice.
Goth girl.
Beautiful.
I don't know when it's gonna be ready because I didn't write the date on the container.
Are you gonna re-veg since you're back outside, or are you just gonna light them so you can flower it out?
Yeah, so right now everything's just gonna like veg unless the stuff that I had under the light would stay on until like 1 in the morning. So the stuff that was under the light, if I put that out here, it'll kind of go into flowering a little bit before it starts to veg again.
What about that one with the big buds you got on it right there? That was more my concern. Are you gonna able to get that to finish before the light signal changes, or?
Oh yeah, I bring it in the morning until 8:30, and then I put it back out.
Oh, okay.
Because it stays light until about 8:30 now.
Nice. Looks
It's
like
good looking.
you're almost at the finish line there. It's a good looking plant.
Yeah, it's close. Probably about 2 more weeks, 3 more weeks.
Do a taste test on it yet?
Well, I just cut one or 3 of them down last time I was on the show, and I did taste tests on that. But then I also cut down this one right here because it started to get moldy. Let's see, can you guys see that? So I cut all the tops off of this one. This is my brand. I was gonna pick those next.
Nice.
That's what I just smoked a big old bomber of and ate the rest of it. And then I'll be good for 24 hours now.
Nice.
What were we talking about? Oh yeah, I don't need to re-veg anything. Just if I take a clone, then I need to do that. Just keep it under the light.
Luna. Mm.
Luna the
Well,
famous
Vark had
chicken.
chicken for dinner. What are you having?
We're having leftover tacos from last night.
Luna gets another day's reprieve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the Taco
Like,
Bell cup.
so I'll probably like make some homemade beans and then mix half of it with the beans, and then I have some chili, and
Nice.
then I have another set of meals for the next week.
Those are some alums right there, man.
So that's my chives. I'm trying to like keep all the grass and all the weeds pulled back from this one because I've never really tried it like that before. I just plant in the grass and let the weeds take over. But the strawberries are taking over. They're growing way out here. So I got another Fresno chili pepper. The slugs
Are those
are
hot?
killing everything. Oh, dude, they're so hot. Like I'm trying to pick a lot of them before they get ripe because they're too hot.
So they're like that unbearable hot where it just hurts.
I like them, but my wife kind of doesn't like too many of them. But I can eat a whole one. I got some peas going, and this one just has this little grapevine for a support. This one has an onion for a support. But it's doing good. I've never done peas that good before.
Nice. I've never tried to grow peas.
They're pretty easy. Some might even say they're a snap.
But
Sorry.
More onions and stuff. These were already like big onions. I just dug them out of another bed and put them here. Peas. Bees.
You can eat those flowers.
Can you?
Yeah, I think alum flowers are edible. I would put it in
Um,
like a what's the word I'm looking for? Tempura batter and then fry them. But that would taste great.
Everything's edible once.
yeah. Here's a clone of the Ace 55 that's I have to like rip half of it down or something. Because if I get over to and be able to show you that, it's just insane growth. So more onions. I got some cilantro down there. Another chili pepper plant. And like the slugs are killing everything. I try to keep them off. This is like a whole bunch of dill. And then there's some peas in here.
Nice. Food
With
garden.
the dill. But there's like a ton of slugs hanging out on that. And they're like so tiny, you can't even barely see them. More peas, dill, garlic, and just things that I've grown in the past is growing. Chard, that's something that just seeded itself. And garlic. And
Nice.
then just things that seeded themselves again that I've grown in the past, like this has had thyme planted in it for the last 4 years. But now that I ripped the thyme out, there's carrots growing in there. There's chard. There's kale. Yeah, so that's pretty badass. I didn't know seeds could last so long in the soil. All right. Let's see. Some berry bushes that I have not done anything with this year. But there's going to be berries on it.
Oh yeah. I see a lot of flowers.
Yeah, there's a lot. I like sharing with my bird anyway.
Mhm.
So all these ones that are down close to the ground she can get. Like I got propped up on this one.
I always heard you don't want to eat berries that are growing below your knee anyways, because they probably got animal piss on them.
Yeah, dog piss.
When I was a kid, we would walk through the fields and they would have blackberry bushes growing all over the sides of the road. And we just pick them and eat them as we walked. And my parents always said, "Don't eat the ones that are below your knee because the animal might have peed on them."
Yeah, that's a good yeah, I can hear that. So this is a bunch of kale that I ended up moving from one bed because it was too cluttered up over to here, and it's just taken off.
Hey, how's your
Looking
is it
good.
is it your son that's on the TV? How's that doing? How's that going? Wasn't he on a TV show?
I
We
think he
lost
froze
him.
up.
Choked him up.
Uh-oh. Take the spotlight off him. Maybe it'll pop back. It'll snap back here in a minute when he gets service again. I like the chaos. It's
Yeah,
kind of. Oh, there he is. I heard his voice for a second. There he is.
say
You're back.
there's a. Am I here?
Yeah, we got you now.
All right. So there's a cannabis plant.
Oh, nice. That's a volunteer, I'm
It was
guessing.
no, it was a clone that I made that I didn't want to kill, so I just put it out here.
There you go.
There's about 3 or 4 of those laying around. Let's try to get these tomato plants, and then I'll let somebody else go on.
Let's see, can the signal make it? Nope.
Awesome.
Maybe.
Maybe get him an extender.
Yeah.
I do
Yeah, it's
actually got to
just
run, guys. I appreciate you having me on, man.
Okay.
I'll be
Yeah.
I'll be tuning in and stuff like that. I just gotta hop off of voice and stuff for a while.
No
So
worries. Thanks for coming. We appreciate seeing everything you got going on.
thanks, man. Yeah, I'll pop in here and there as much as I can, and you'll get to see once I actually get some plants going in that thing. It'll
I
be a lot
can't
more
wait.
to show. Awesome, man. Have a good one.
You too.
you
Cheers,
too.
bro.
See ya.
Peace.
Later.
There he goes. You're back. Put you
Did
on
I
the
get
big
cut off
screen.
again?
Yeah.
I guess I'm just gonna have to share on
Just
Discord.
stand still and tell us what's going on.
Too much growth, too much fruit.
Mm,
I don't know what to do.
you got some scissors? Yeah, it looks like that thing just took off, huh? Filled up that whole container or whatever, trellis thing,
Yeah,
cage.
like I've been spraying aphids off, squishing aphids, but it is loaded. And then there's strawberries growing down there too.
You got a
All
nice
right,
yard.
thanks.
It's gonna be a jungle in a couple of months.
I know it already is. I've mowed it twice this week already.
Oh wow.
All right, does somebody else want to go on?
Yeah, I can do mine. Let me get over on my phone here and bear with me for a second. I gotta get the link which I sent to Jace. I click this. Mute. I'm gonna mute myself. Oh wait, join from app. Okay, here we go.
Oh, you just did a reset, right?
Me?
Uh-huh.
Um, Not exactly.
I thought
Let
you were gonna
me
like get everything out and like deep clean and
yeah,
delouse and defog and
let me show you.
de-ice and de-everything. DIY.
Deplanted, clean, sprayed down. I put these railings in here and I re-amended all my soil. So it's all nice and clean and re-nutrinated. And this tent too. And then I went ahead and popped some seeds for the next run, but I'm just keeping them in here for the next 2.5 weeks. Um, this whole row on the left is gator piss, which is swamp water fumes crossed to crippy. This row is all Neon Profit, which is Fruity Pebbles OG crossed to animal cookies. This whole row is Cash Cow, which is something burger crossed to Kobe beef. And then these three up here are Flapjacks F2. These three are Mora Azul, which is Blueberry Cruffin crossed to Pave. And then this last one here in the back is the Mountaintop Mint as a backup. And then I've got two of each Goth Girl 555, Ghost Train Haze, and Harlequin. These are my backup keepers. Once I send that Harlequin to Art Man again, I'm not going to keep it in the garden, but I told him I'd hold it till summer. So he'll get it back here once it's big enough and cleaned. So that's all the veg plants that I have are right here in this little 2x2. Um, this is empty. I turned this light on because I needed it for the video, but empty, cleaned. I put down more plastic. I taped it all really good. I'm gonna move this light and hook from here to here so that I have another light in this corner. Um, and then if I find, I feel like I have another 100-watt light. I might put a second one in front of it towards the door, but we'll see. So that's all empty. And then here is my two flowering plants. The Goth Girl 555, number 15 is on the left, and that's the Ghost Train Haze. These are my two keepers.
Big girls, you got them some big ass pots too.
Yeah, these are 10-gallon pots. So these were flowered. They were flipped on the same day. And the Ghost Train Haze is quite a ways ahead of the Goth Girl.
Funny how that works. And
I got a little bit of light bleaching on the tips here. If you can see that right there. I turned the light down. It's at 50% now. 50. Yeah, I'm happy with this. This is a really, really easy, like productive grow for me. So, yeah. So I'm down to these two, and then what's in that little tin up there?
it's driving you crazy. Like you got an itch to get stuff going.
No, I feel pretty good. Um, because I have seen the occasional white fly still popping up in this tent. Let's see if I don't see anything popping up here. But 2.5 weeks, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, there's one. I just saw it fly out. Um, and then once these are harvested, everything in that little tent is going to get sprayed like crazy for a week or two, and then I'll reset. But I'll have like 2 months before I need to flip anything, so I'll continue to spray, and I'll I'll keep the plants clean. You guys want to see my outside stuff?
Yeah.
All
Hell
right, cool.
yeah.
Hang on one second. Let me turn this off, and I'll be right back on my.
I thought that was the whole reason of the whole time change here.
Do I get the munchies? Yeah. Was that a serious question? That'd be the only thing nice about me stop growing is to get rid of these fungus gnats. But really, they're not a problem because they stay confined to the tents. So unless I'm like, if I'm just out in my
Yeah.
house, I don't have to worry about them. They're only when I'm like actively in my tent. I got my face down there trying to work on something. That's the only time they really bug me.
Yeah, it unless you're trying the root stuff, they're just more of a nuisance than anything.
This is my outside stuff. Strawberries,
Yeah.
about 100 or so solo cups full of random stuff. I got everything from tomatoes to watermelon to corn to these three peppers are red sweet cherry pepper, aji mango, and aji amarillo. And then I got some peas here too, little babies. Um, Cucumbers, spinach, lettuce, lupine. That's these. I think they're cool looking leaves. Um, some cacti, some aloe, sunflowers, lavender, more peppers, more tomatoes,
All that's
really
outdoor stuff.
everything. This is all outdoor stuff. It's gonna go out in the yard here.
So what's your game plan to fertilize that once you get it going?
I'm gonna use Bokashi Earthworks or Full Crop, I think is what he's calling it now. Full Crop and Dr. Earth 444, and maybe a little Flower Girl if I need it. But it's quite a bit of stuff.
So are you gonna make like a garden out there, or like a flower bed or something, like some raised beds? What are you gonna do?
Nope, I'm gonna take these solo cups and I'm gonna cut solo cup shaped holes all along the yard, and then I'm just gonna drop them in there, and I'm gonna see what happens.
So you can get an auger for your drill.
Yeah, yeah, that's a great
That is,
idea.
dude, it is a time saver, it's a back saver. And then all you have to do is just start making a ring or, yeah, a ring around the drip line of the plant with like some dry grass, just like anything. Anything
I
you
got
can
plenty of
pile up
that.
there.
I was gonna rake the
Yeah,
whole yard and pull all this dried grass shit out and use it for my potatoes and
yeah,
use it as like a mulch around the base of the plants.
yeah. That's how you get the best soil. And it'll eventually start feeding itself.
Then I'll chop and drop everything over the winter, and then I'll scrape it all together into a compost pile in the spring again. So yeah, this is my outdoor stuff. I'm gonna turn this off and hop back onto the computer, so bear with me for just a sec.
Man, I'm excited for him.
That's a big project. That's way too much from what I would want to do. I got my one
But
catnip plant. That's my extra right there.
look at his yard though. It's just like easy grass. It's all like the debris is already cleaned out. I had to chop down trees and haul cement blocks.
He does have a blank canvas. It's ready for him.
Yeah,
It's all clay is the problem,
We
and
got that shit here. We get that red dirt, that clay.
ours isn't is Bennington. Then I don't even know, but it's gonna be interesting to see what happens.
yeah, it's gonna be cool, dude.
Because I was like, I'm not paying to water all that fucking grass. It's way too much. And it doesn't do anything. It just looks, green. So I'd rather spend the money on watering plants that are going to feed me.
Exactly.
I have a whole bed I didn't show you guys, but on the side of the house is an entire it's probably like a 10 by 4 foot section of just mud. It was just mud and like dried clay. And I scraped it all up with a rake and I dropped uh it was a bag of wildflower pollinator seeds and it said covers up to 5,000 square feet or something like that. And so I poured the whole bag on that little 4 by 10 plot and put straw down on top and been watering it. And it's going nuts. There's all kinds of babies popping up. So hopefully I'll have my own little pollinator patch over there.
All right.
Try plugging some soil into the hole spots. Yeah, I might just drop a little bit of like more of a nutrient like reamended a little heavier in there and let it feed for a while. I'm not sure yet. I'm still a couple weeks out from that at least, so I think it's all gonna time out. I'll be able to put the outside stuff in the ground and then reset inside and have all my cannabis indoors and all my fruits and veggies outdoors and keep them separate. I'm gonna do a like a all veg, all flower, chop everything, reset. Because for the last however long I've been in this house, it's been putting a plant in every couple of weeks into flower and taking a plant down. And that's what I think allowed the pests to get in, is just constantly having stuff rotating through the flower tent, being perpetual. So I've never done it where I'm like one run, done, next run, done kind of thing. So we'll see how that goes.
I'll just learn how to deal with the shit.
Yeah. Man,
Sometimes it's nice to mix it up, change it up.
I'm always trying to change it up, do new stuff, new nutrients or style, or you've seen me. I've had 20 little plants in a 3 by 3 and then one big one, or whatever. So
Yeah, I feel that, even if it's like subtle differences or changes, you try to mix it up, do something different, you know. I mean,
so
just
I'm
one, just experiment, just see how it goes, or for shits and giggles, wanted to.
right. I was thinking about doing a 9 plant per 3 by 3 in 3 gallons. So it'll be 3 rows of 3 and 3 gallons in a 3 by 3, all threes.
Holy shit!
No,
Because I was
it'll
only
be
running.
18 plants total for the
I
pheno
was
hunt, and then whatever
Oh,
I
okay,
decide to put in the 2 by 4.
but you wouldn't be flowering those in the 3 gallons,
Yeah.
man. That's so I was doing three in 3 gallons in a 2 by 4, and that was pretty big right there.
See
You
what
got more. I
I
mean, a
would
little
keep,
bit.
I
It's
would
only an
veg them
extra
in a
square
one
foot.
gallon. See, I would veg them in a 1 gallon, keep them small, keep the apical point, don't top them or anything. I would take clones from the lower branches and then transplant them into a 3 gallon, give them like 3 or 4 days, and then flip them and let that 3 gallon pot power the flowering process.
I see what you're thinking, because I'm already thinking, the same thing myself. Like with this grow, these are 2 gallons, and I'm thinking about going to 1 gallons next and just doing quicker flips, smaller plants.
Yeah. Well, it's,
'Cause I don't
like
need a.
I'm, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, I don't need a pound per plant. I just want like two or two-ish plus really good ounces per plant if I'm doing six, like
Right.
2 to 3 ounces per plant. Real good stuff, like, all A's, like minimal mids, definitely no popcorn.
Right. I would, so as far as the 2 by 4 goes, that was I know those are good strains. I know I love them. I want as much of it as I can get, right? So that's what that was designed for. 2 big plants with trellises, trained out, as reasonably. um, and then flour them out and try and pull as much weight as I can because I like those strains. But for this process is a pheno hunt, and I actually had somebody asking me earlier today about what's my pheno hunting process. So I'm going to run through it real quick if y'all don't mind for anybody that's curious. Um, so what I do is I'll find strains that I want to try that I think have high potential for being a good fit for my personal endocannabinoid system, like smells and crosses that I like and things like that. Um, so I'll plant, I'll pick, I'm this time I have four main strains that I'm pheno hunting, which is the Gator Piss, Neon Prophet, the Cash Cow, and the Mora Azul. Um, and then whatever I need to fill in the difference because the cash cows are regs, so I might get a male or two or three or all of them. Um, and I only got three of the Mora, so I popped some extra stuff just so I have it in case I need to fill in corners or whatever. And then I'm gonna pick the best 18 most vigorous in veg out of all of them, and I'm going to put those in 1 gallon pots out of the solo cup and put it into the veg process. I'll take 3 clones from each plant, which is how many of the Root Riot plugs fit in the. I use these clear cups from Safeway or wherever you can get them at any regular store. So I put 3 of them in there and then plastic bag over the top and label it. Make sure you label everything. So this will be like Gator Piss #1, Gator Piss #1, Then I have one big plant and I have some clones of it. Once all the clones are rooted, those go in solo cups. The big plants go in the flower tent. They get flowered out. Um, I pick the best one of whatever, hopefully I get at least 1 or 2 good, really good keepers, maybe one, depending on what your standards are for quote unquote keeper cuts. Um, and then I will call everything else and say, okay, didn't make the cut, doesn't stick around. All the backups get culled except for the ones that I'm keeping, and then those go into the rotation for production growing. So it's all about like finding the strain, it grows well, it's stable genetically, um, or the sexual stability, it doesn't throw nanners everywhere. It tastes good, it has a good effect on you. Um, it outperforms everything else that you grew. That's going to be the keeper cut for me. Then I'll do it again. Then I'll do it again until I have a full stable of keepers. Then I'm going to cross them all together and then I'm going to start fresh. That is my plan.
Nice.
So that was for other people, not necessarily for you two, but because I'm sure you know the process. But yeah, the biggest thing I would say for pheno hunting is make sure you label this shit. Keep track of what's what because you're going to have a lot of plants moving, and I'll flower them small so that they're staying that single cola, and that way I can fit 9 of them in there, get a good taste, um, understand how it grows, without training. Then I know how to train it and stuff like that.
Man, I got 3 plants. I still put tags on them. I'll lose the track of them things.
I actually found one of these babies in here. I was looking at the solo cups yesterday and I'm like, wait a minute, this one doesn't have anything on it. Oh fuck, what is it? And I was like, wait, yeah, no, I know what it is. It's the backup mountaintop mint that I popped. This is my best friend in here. The blue tape. I use it to label everything. It's super cheap. It's easy. It sticks on the fabric pots pretty well.
I think I did that with my, somehow I lost the 2 tags off of 2 plants. It was, I'm wanting to say it was Acapulco Gold and Blue Dream, but luckily, like, those are very different strains. So, like, once they became mature enough, I could tell them apart, even being inexperienced.
Yeah. I've never lost track of a plant since I've been growing. I've always known what it was that I was smoking at the end, I think. Yeah.
That's why when Artman sent me all those mystery beans from Dr. Lieb, I get the dude that bought my grow light for that 5x5 I had. I gave him to him, but he took him and grew him out though. So I just couldn't do it. Like I can't grow mystery weed.
Right.
I mean, I could, like, if it was the only weed I could grow, but you know,
That's
if I
the
had the
only weed
option,
I've that's the
it's the
only
only weed
weed
to
I've
use
had to grow.
is the mystery weed.
Yeah.
The stuff Seed Person sent you.
That's good. Like I don't have any problems with like mold or anything on that
I'm not,
stuff.
I'm not turning my nose
Scott,
against it. Don't get me wrong, but I'm
I
just saying, like, I just need to know. Like, my OCD would kill me on that point. I need to know what's going on. What is it?
Oh, see, I got plants on idle everywhere. Like I have plants hidden here and there, some that are like several years old. So I have patience with them. So I'll wait forever for it to root and start growing or whatever.
Cooley made a good point in the chat. Uh, he said it's amazing when you hunt. Some of the times some bitches won't clone. That's got to be up there in the choices. Yeah, the Goth Girl 15 is a little slow of a cloner, but it's so worth it to keep it around. But definitely a factor if you're doing a lot of cloning is does it put roots out easily or does it take a long ass time and fail sometimes, you know?
Yeah, I've had a lot of easy rooters, and then I've had those ones that will root sometimes, and then will just not root at all.
Mm-hmm.
Those are a pain in the ass.
The GG4 you sent me, that took a minute to root, but they kind of went through some things. Like I left it on my porch a whole extra day because I wasn't thinking it got delivered Saturday, and I wasn't thinking it was coming until Monday. And
uh,
then plus they were cuttings that you had. So, and then you don't know how old the mom is from this too. I mean, whatever plays a factor into it. But I mean, they didn't take exceptionally long. It was just, I think they took more like 10 days.
mm.
I'm used to usually getting them closer to 7. And I had it 5 days one time. That was an aberration though. I haven't had it since. Not that fast.
I'd say yeah, 4 to 7 days for me for roots is the number on average. Probably closer to 7 like you, but yeah. Locale X1, my lights go out in 30 minutes. You want to show your plants off? Now's the time. I'm gonna give you a
Let's
wrench
see
so you can
them.
post links. Add as moderator. Anybody else is welcome to as well. Y'all can hop on, show off, ask questions, answer questions, whatever you want. So I'm smoking on this Norco Narcolepsy, which is my own strain. That's the banana OG times 9 pound hammer. And it came out smelling really piney and banana-ish. So I was a big fan of it. But now that it's been in the jars for a little bit, it's got that like really earthy dank smell to it as well. You can still smell the pine and the banana, but the like gassy earth dank, you know, whatever that thick smell is to it. Um it's starting to come out and I really like that. It's a very heavy, sleepy strain, which is why I called it the narcolepsy.
Get a little bonus flavor added in, huh?
It's interesting. The craziest one I ever had was uh well, okay, so it was Ace of Spades, which was a collab between Kyle Breeder and Gnome Automatics, but at the time it was Mandalorian Genetics, and it was an autoflower, and it smelled like a pine tree, and I wasn't a huge fan of it, so I put it in the jar and I left it in the back of the closet for like 4 months, and then rediscovered it and was like, oh yeah, I remember I didn't like this one. I opened it up and I smelled it, and it smelled like blue raspberry cotton candy. Like not a single hint of pine to it at all. I was like, holy shit, where did that come from? So it ended up being really good. Narco and 9 Pound were my favorites. Mm-hmm.
Quite the change.
Yeah. Those smells, they change once they're in the jars, And I like it fresh. I like it fresh out of the herbs now. I like, it's got the most terpenes. But as the terpenes oxidize and some of the volatile compounds cook off and stuff, what you're left with is different. Like you look at a green leaf and you think, okay, it's a green leaf, and then the chlorophyll leaves and you're left with the anthocyanin, and now it's all of a sudden a purple leaf, and you're like, what the hell? So similar process with the different cannabinoids and compounds and terpenes in the flowers, that they oxidize and they cook off and they're volatile, and so the ones that might be making that initial smell are gone after a month, and it smells completely different because what's left is the less volatile compounds that have that secondary smell to them. I'm guessing all
That's
the,
one
the
thing.
pinene volatilized off and left behind whatever made the sugar smell to it.
I am ripped.
Yeah.
Is everybody there?
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right. Woo!
Not gonna lie, I am too. I took some gummies about an hour ago. They're kicking in now.
Oh, did you?
That's what I was going to talk about. Yeah, on my last round of my herbs now, I took them out too soon. They felt good on the outside, like a little crispy, but when I got them in the jar, they looked okay. Like when I first put the hygrometer in there, it was like I'm wanting to say like 58 to 62. So I knew the ones at 62 needed more, so I just left the lid open overnight, hoping that would be okay. But yeah, when I got up that next day, like they were like 70%. So I had to put them back in the herbs now for like another, I think I did like 10 hours just to get them dried out. I don't like going the full time. I feel it's too dry. I mean, it comes back to where I want it eventually, but I don't like it going that far past it.
Right. I'm going to go ahead and spotlight myself because we have somebody, I'm assuming it's local X1 who was in the chat just a minute ago joining, but I see two of them in the waiting room, so I'm not sure what's going on here. There we go. Cheers, local. Welcome to the show. I have myself spotlighted. If you don't want to show your face, you don't have to worry about that right now.
See if I can figure out how to switch this camera around.
Are you on a phone?
Yeah.
If you tap on the screen, there should be a little camera with like two arrows and a circle on it. It should be up at the top right.
Gotcha.
There you go. Maybe.
All right, we ain't got
I'm gonna
nothing too special.
take myself off. I'll put you on the big screen and you can give us a tour.
Let me turn down some fans here. I ain't got nothing too special. We got some Milky Dreams by Strain Hunters, week 2 here. And then we got Peyote Forum by Seedsmoon. And then we got more Peyote Forum by Seedsman. These are only week 1 here.
You look good. You look healthy.
Running Soil, General Hydroponic, Cincy Salt.
Okay.
And then, give me a second, I have to hit some light.
Oh, you're good.
Over here we got
Ooh.
some Limoncello Haze by Seedsman.
Nice.
These are about 4 days into dry. Here we got a really, really sad Ricky's hash plant clone. There's a couple more of them that aren't so sad.
I can
And
I
here
can
we got
see him in my head going, "Oh man, no, that plant looks great." I could just hear it in his voice.
bro, that thing's bad.
It's alive.
And then we got us some Rasta Jeff Candylicious coming up. And then over here we got some Ricky's hash plant that I haven't trimmed yet.
Nice.
Oh, this stuff here is retarded. I wish I could get better light. It's so terpy and so trichomed out. Like, it's insane. It has this like lemon permanent marker funk to it.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
ain't
it.
nothing too special. I'm only in week 2, so.
Well, thank you for showing us around your garden. I love how all of us have like basements full of tents and rooms and sectioned off. And
Oh
here's
wait,
my drying
I got
area.
it.
And
I got one more 5x10 here. But this is just that's succulent collection.
hell yeah.
Nice.
We grow a little bit of everything around here. Even the
That's really
cat.
cool. I like the table in there. Wish I could
I
put a
guess
table in one of my tents.
Dude, I got tired of bending over, man.
Mm-hmm.
Too old for that shit.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I don't have anything too special going on. Couple more weeks, it'll look a lot more. It'll be a lot more interesting. The buds will get a little bigger.
Yeah. But
I am considering adding CO2 to my grow room, though.
to the room,
Yeah, to my flower room.
what lights are those?
This one is the Medic Grown Spectrum X.
All right. Hell yeah.
Got the built-in controller. I don't know if you can see it or not, but
Yeah, with the spectrum control. I like it.
and this is the Grower's Choice ROIE 720.
What do you
And
think,
if anybody's
Jace?
in the
Jason's
if anybody's
our
in the-
CO2 guy.
if anybody's in the market for a light, definitely all day long the Medic Grown over the Grower's Choice.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
All
too.
day.
So that's not actually the grower's choice then.
No, this is no, not at all. This Medic Grown smashes my Grower's Choice light.
What's the wattage on that?
This one's 880 with the far red and UV running,
Yeah.
and Grower's Choice is 780.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah, I think you got enough light there for sure to get some CO2.
I live like right on the highway, so my CO2 is higher than most people anyway.
Mm,
But I'm still wanting to add CO2. Yeah, I live right on.
Once you get past that startup cost, it's usually not much after that to get it refilled.
Well, see, I got a buddy that's getting out of it. He's just like burnt out on it because the cost of fertilizer and everything's went up so high. So I think I'm going to be able to pick his CO2 setup like really cheap.
Oh, nice. Hell
You're
yeah, go
running
for it.
GH Trio, you said?
Me?
The Flora Trio? Yeah.
No, I'm running advanced Sensi salts.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see him or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm running the dry salts.
Nice.
I was running Blue Planet before this. I had
I've
really
never
good
had
results
it.
with Blue.
I don't know
What was
either of
that?
them. I don't know either of them very well, so
The advanced nutrients, I get way better terpenes than I was getting with the Blue Planet, but I was getting bigger yields with the Blue Planet. So I guess it's each your own. I'm more after the terpenes than the yields. So
Raider Dangfader says a lot of empty real estate there local.
A lot of it. A lot. Well, actually, Raider, I'm getting ready to put pop and getting ready to do a pheno hunt on the Black Forest.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to pheno hunt the Black Forest. I'm gonna looking for doing a pheno hunt and a male hunt. I'm gonna cross the Black Forest with this lemon permanent marker funk I got from the Trailer Park Boys. And I'm going to cross the Black Forest with this Milky Dreams I got.
Awesome.
I don't know if you know anything about the Black Forest, but that's some amazing stuff.
I have some actually.
Okay.
I just don't know anything about it really. That's from
No.
who is that from? Fluff or
Well,
yeah.
yeah,
I think
that's some
Artman
amazing
sent me
stuff,
some of
man.
it.
I went from taking 1,200 milligrams of gabapentinol every day for nerve pain
Yeah.
to Fluff gifted me about 100 seeds of that stuff, and I've not taken gabapentinol in over a year.
Hell yeah. I love to hear that.
Yeah, I've not touched any gabapentinol in over a year, and my nerve pain's still gone.
Is that specific to that strain or does it work for with the other strains as well?
It's specific with lemon. The lemon
Okay.
terpenes seem to do a lot for my nerve pain, but that Black Forest, like, it just eliminates it completely.
What's the
And
cross
it's
on
not
that?
Stinky Pinky, and I can't remember the other one. Raider or Hooli may
Yeah.
know.
Somebody can put it in chat.
Yeah, I think it's got Stinky Pinky and there's something else in it, I believe. But yeah, if you get a chance to grow you some of that. That's some amazing stuff. Especially if you get that especially if you get your hands on that lemon pine saw terpene.
I got some seeds you might be interested in. The for nerve pain, if I can find an extra pack, because I think I might have given away anything with that hammer in it, but specifically the FYPC I was told somebody is using it for their nerve pain, and that's GG 4 x 9 pound hammer.
Okay, see, I've heard a lot about the 9-pound hammer and a Romulan also for nerve pain.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of good stuff about the Romulan crosses. That's another
I
cross
haven't
I want to
tried
do
it.
with the Black Forest. I want to do a Romulan cross with that Black Forest also. If you know any, I've been looking for some people that want some of the that are looking for some of this old sours. I got a bunch of old sour beans,
Okay.
a ton. So I'm on Instagram, local grow guy on Instagram. Hit me up.
I think I follow you.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
I got I
Okay.
follow you too, but I got some sour Wilson. I got some sour Kush mints. I've got some Sour Patch Kids back crossed with Sour Patch Kids. I got tons of old sour crosses from like the early 2000s and stuff I made.
Oh, I'm sure people will be messaging you.
I just did a Sour Kush mints cross. It ended up being a male, and I didn't have anything to cross it with at the time, dude, but it was like make your mouth water sour.
Mm.
Yeah, it was that funky sour.
Off a mail too.
Oh, dude, it was nasty. And I didn't have any place to put it to get the pollen off it, so y'all can kill me later.
Mm.
Yeah, I was down to 10 at the time. My light burnt up.
It happens, you always like you feel worse about the shit you didn't do than even the mistakes that you make that you did do. So
Dude, my freaking Mars
good.
Hydro light burnt out. I almost cried when I couldn't finish that plant out. It was so sour.
Mm. Western Main Ming in the chat says, "Gotta love when you find one that works as medicine." He also said, "Shout out to the Boof crew," which I'll second that. And yeah.
But I guess I'll jump off of here. My lights are getting ready to go out. But appreciate your time. Appreciate you letting me come up. And
sure.
appreciate
Thanks
the content.
Yeah, thank you for being a part of it, and glad to have you on. Hopefully, you come back and show us more updates in the future.
Yeah, I'll
you're welcome to
definitely
stay and
keep you
smoke and
updated.
hang out and chat or whatever, but I
Well, I'm
understand
going
that
up
people
to
got
get
stuff to do.
I'm going up to get all my heathens ready for bed.
Gotcha. Good luck with that, bro. Thanks for stopping by. We
Right.
appreciate you.
Oh yeah.
Much love. You guys have a good night.
You
Sure.
too.
I'll be in
Later.
chat.
Lost my blunt. Oh, here it is. It rolled under the computer. Anything grows. SP, did you give us Brothers Grimm seeds like more than one genetic? I sent Spartan the Sendy 99 times something. I grew it out. It was really good. Fuck. What was the cross? It'll come to me. And then I also made a cross with the Vortex with Brothers Grimm Princess Hayes, but I didn't send you any of those. But if you'd like some, I can definitely send them. Yeah, it was fuck. God damn it. I'll have to look it up. Sending 99 cross to something else. Anyways, cool. I love meeting new people. That was awesome. I love seeing new gardens. We still got half an hour if anybody else out there wants to hop on and show off. We are more than welcoming. We love having new people come on for the first time, and we're going to give you nothing but support. And, you know, unless you're a complete asshole, then we'll just kick you off. But that's never happened before. So come on, hit that link if you want. Durban tie across to Cindy 99. Exactly. That was it. Exactly. My pheno was very short. So be wary of that. Pineapple XX. No, I didn't send the pineapple XX. No, I sent just the one, the Durban tie. Anyways, I like talking to people in chat. It's kind of like, yes. Local says sorry about the dirty ground, dude. Oh damn, that sucks, bro. Kidney stones are no joke, but we also don't judge because our shit gets dirty and you know, life. So
I know mine is. I still got that whole tent to clean out. I haven't touched it. I've been lazy.
I got
That's
a
my excuse.
random burst of energy yesterday and just deep cleaned this whole space down here and tidied everything up, moved all the plants up. It was because I was feeling good because I knew I didn't have to bring the plants inside tonight because tonight is the day that it goes over 48. It's going to be a low of 48, so I can leave all my plants outside without worrying about them getting cold or any of that shit. I thought it was going to happen sooner, but we got a random fucking snow just last week and had a actually they canceled school for all of northern Colorado and we got about three inches or so, 4 inches in some areas, and then up in the mountains some of those mountain towns got absolutely hammered. I saw like 23 inches and shit. So but I think that's all passed and I'm able to leave my plants out so I don't have to. I was carrying all that shit that I showed you guys earlier, all those buckets of solo cups and boxes of solo cups and full on plants in and out of the sliding door there for a while. And yeah, it was
Oh
a pain in the
shit!
ass.
Damn. That reminded me of when you remodeled your basement of the old place. You had to move all your shit upstairs and back downstairs.
Yeah. And then before I think before I even met you, Jace, I was at a different house and we had potential people like renting after we moved out coming in, and I still had plants in flower, little autos when I was still learning how to grow. And I had to take them outside and put them in the back shed and then bring them in the next day and then do it again a couple of times. It was a pain in the ass. And I had
Gee,
it was in a closet, so I had the like four different 100-watt lights hanging in this closet, and I had to take some of my outside garden plants and put them in there and tell the guy, oh yeah, I'm just, you know, these are inside plants and I have the garden outside or whatever. But that was in a red state. That was no fun.
Geez, that's a lot of damn work.
Very stressful.
But you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yep. Mm. I'm very ripped. I smoked that whole blunt of the narcolepsy and just fall asleep right now. Oh, I also, since I'm here and I'm looking at it, I got these seeds from Full Crop Sciences when I ordered. I got some of that Microbe Plus and some of the what is it, Cal Sil Plus. I haven't tried that yet, but I'm gonna try it with this next run. And then they also included some seeds, which says on the little package G dash codes Fem Auto. And so I looked up G codes Fem Auto, and there is nothing. So if anybody knows what the G Codes Fim Auto is or who it's from, I guess I could message Brandon, but I don't want to bother him because I know he's a very busy dude. Yeah, let me know what these are because I don't really grow autos anymore, but I might if it's something good. There is a strain called G Codes 2.0 from Raw, but it is a photo period as far as I understand. Hey, there we got another guest joining. Raider Dank Vader. I'm gonna spotlight myself just in case you don't want to show your face and accidentally turn your camera on or whatever.
Can you hear me?
Yep,
All right.
we got you.
I'm trying to figure out this camera deal here.
If you tap the screen, there you
Got
go.
it.
Hell yeah. Let me switch it and put you on the big screen. You want to turn your phone to the side? Yeah, you read my mind. Look at that.
Nice.
Looking good, man. What do you got in here?
Yeah. So a little bit of everything here. This is a 4x4.
Mhm.
I think what is it? 2, 4, 8 bar lights. Cocoa, combination of cocoa, fabric pots, hand feed. So yeah, we've got so in this tent, and we got to remember, I haven't grown in a couple of years, bro.
Yeah.
So I got some moose tracks. I got some San Fernando Valley. I got some Kush with Skittles, some Runts, ice cream cake, Z Pie, RS11 Zope, and a, a Dulce de Uva in there as well. Kush mints, yeah, yeah. So this is the flowering tent here. That's
Okay.
what I got going on. I've been
So
working on shaving them legs a little bit.
is each one of
It's,
those pots a different strain?
yeah,
Damn, dude.
yep,
And you're keeping them very
Nice.
even.
Yep.
yeah. Yeah, it took a minute. So that's the first scrog. That's the second one. Remember, I hit you up about what'd you think about that AC Infinity scrog?
Yeah.
And you're
He's
like,
pulling in
yeah.
on the
You're like,
sides, yeah.
yeah. You see that though?
Yeah.
Yeah, right
Mine
there.
does that too.
But you know what? I might do one more layer after this. I'm in week 3 right now, so they're looking all right. Like a little sea of green. I like that. I like how that looks. Right now, so it's 69 Fahrenheit with 55 humidity, a little bit on the colder side, but it's warm up here in Colorado. And so we've been blasting the AC, and that's kind of like doing its thing here in this little room I've got going on here.
Yeah, same here,
I
man.
yeah, I'd like to see it a little bit warmer, and it usually is. It's just today was warm out.
Yeah.
Let me see, and then over
Oh shit.
here,
I didn't see any of
I'm
that.
yeah, a few cuts from those that I've got in the tent there, you know, and then I've got one hiding back there. I got another one over here, another one right here, and then this one. She surprisingly made it. I had to cut her in half, bro. She was blowing up.
Mhm.
It was some gas runts and some times some Kush and some Skittles, and she just blew the fuck up. And so what I tried to do was, you could see right there where I cut it off. Well, I tried to pop and twist and bend, and it just fucking collapsed on me. I was too aggressive. I didn't take my time like I should have, and so I cut it. And then I was like, oh yeah, she's not gonna make it. And so I took some cuts, and the cuts I left them in solo cups. I kept on changing out the water every I don't know, maybe 3-4 times in the last 2 weeks or whatever. And they didn't like it because I don't really have too much time. But this plant surprisingly survived that trauma, and so I'm just gonna grab a few more cuts of her, and then when I get around to it, I'll put them into veg and flour eventually. But yeah, man, Just wanted to show off a few little things I got going on here. Nothing
That's
too
great.
crazy. Yeah, they're all, you know, happy cuts, happy clones. I had them in a dome for a few weeks, and they rooted, and you could see that one of the root riots is kind of popping out there. But I went up with it pretty high when I was backfilling, and then I watered it for the first time, and it just sucked it all
Yeah.
up. Now they're kind of popping out there, but no biggie. Uh, but they're looking good. This is like week one already into these one gals here. You know?
Looks good.
But yeah, I
Oh, yeah.
mean, after a 2 week, I mean 2 year hiatus, I get back around. Now, dude, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. My first month and a half into it, I was like, oh my god, everything was just going wrong. Like I couldn't do a goddamn thing right, you know. And finally, I just got around to it, and I was joking around with the guys yesterday on Discord. I was like, yeah, like Stella got her groove back. Everything just kind of came back to me, and these plants started looking real happy and healthy, and then here we are, week 3.
It's like falling off a bike.
Yeah, you don't forget, right? And
That's right.
but you know what though, it did take a couple of falls, and I was like, oh my god. And then I kind of went back to what was working for me back in the day, and I was like, all right, I'm going to stick to my guns, and I'm going to do my thing. Um, and all they need is some tender, loving care, man, and they'll treat you right.
Yeah. I was like, give them what they need and then leave them the hell alone. And they'll figure it out. They know how to do what they're supposed to do. Oh, I see you got them all bent over. I can see the knuckles now. Yeah, that looks good.
Oh yeah. You'll see. Yeah, because dude, there were some stretchers in here, so I just had to like be really aggressive. They wanted to get close to that light. And I'm like, oh yeah, we're not having any of that here. I ain't got time for that. So yeah, no, it's already on their second tier, and eventually there might be a third one. I don't know. We'll see when we get there though. But it's pretty even though if you see across the board there.
Do you think they're done stretching or they're going to keep going?
Nah, they're still doing their thing, bro. Week 3, I think. Yeah, they're not done stretching. They're just getting started. Yeah. And right
Sweet.
now, um, right now, I loaded this one app. It's for measuring PPFD, and I remember I've crossed this bridge many times. It's just like after so many years, you kind of forget. You just got to kind of refresh it, your memory on how you went by doing it when you were killing it and crushing it. And so I'm like, okay. So right now I think my lights are probably close to about 400 watts, give or take. And the PPFD, I'm about 18 inches away from the canopy, and I'm about 700. I want to bring that up eventually here in the next couple of weeks, at least by another 3, 4, 500.
Mhm.
Maybe, I don't know. It all depends on how the plants react. So I bought me a meter to measure, to give me some proper measurements. So I loaded this app that everybody's talking about, on your phone. You put a paper over the camera lens, and
Mhm.
it gives you a rough idea where you're at. And it seems to be pretty accurate according to what I've seen on YouTube. And so I ordered this other, it's not the uh, Apogee meter. It's it's just called Spot On, which is, I think, the next best thing. And so I'll be able to get an accurate reading here probably in the next 10 or 14 days as soon as it gets here. And then I'm going to dial it in a little bit better. But they seem to be, enjoying the light that they're getting right now. I don't see any stress from them. There was one that was back there in that very far corner. That was the Cushman's Cross. That was that that showed potential stress, and maybe intersex. So I've been keeping a close eye on that one back there. But so far, everything seems to be good. I don't know. We'll see here in a few more weeks, though, right?
Yeah. Looks good though. Looks like you do have your groove back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks for the tour. We appreciate it.
There ain't much of a tour, but it's a little something.
Yeah. 9 plants isn't nothing. Was it 9? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm under the plant count.
What's a plant count?
Yeah. Yeah, but no, I've been meaning to get out your way, man. I've been enjoying. So we close on Mother's Day, and then we close today. Mondays were always closed.
Mhm.
So I was like, I just been a bum. Been catching up on some garden stuff, nothing too crazy.
Mhm.
Paying close attention to my girls. Yeah, just catching up on a few things. I literally, so I'm a night person. I go to
Yeah.
bed at 1 o'clock in the morning. That's just my schedule now.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I used to wake up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. And that was my schedule. Now, I don't come home till 9 o'clock. I eat by the time you make dinner, 10 o'clock. Then you got to wait at least a few hours. Next thing you know, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. So I'm really like a night person now.
Yeah.
And so my lights just turned on, and it's 6:51 out here in Colorado. Um, and I did that on purpose. Just well, not only that, but you are saving some money as far as the peak hours for power consumption.
Yeah.
But it works for my schedule, right? So I when I come home from work, I could spend 2-3 hours with the girls that are in flower that need all my attention.
Mhm.
100% of it. So I was thinking, because usually, when I was growing back, years ago, I made the schedule, work with my schedule where I would wake up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Lights would turn on by 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, and I come home, say by 3, 4 o'clock. I spend 2, 3 hours with them, and the lights turn off. But now it took me a second to figure out what was going to best work for me and my schedule, and where I could be attentive, to the plants.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, it's
but
2 and 1. You're getting more time with the plants, and you're saving money on electricity. So why not?
yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Awesome. I was gonna say I have some samples for you to try.
Oh, I know.
Uh,
That's what I said. I've been trying to get out your way, bro. So,
yeah.
and then I seen, so I got, dude, I'm not lying to you. I probably got at least 20, 30 packs of that, Black Forest.
Mhm.
I'm gonna throw some seeds down your way. I got those big red bell peppers that I was telling you about. I
Yeah.
got to get those seeds. And then I went to Mountain Lion the other day, and I went out there to go. It's a grow shop here in the northern Colorado area,
Right.
and they're closing shop. So I went down there. They hooked me up with some mushroom bags, bro, like some oysters.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, I don't have time for this, but I know someone who might appreciate this. So I wanted to get that to you too.
Hell
I'll
yeah.
make time sometime this coming week, bro, to hook up with you for sure.
Yeah, you're good. No worries. I appreciate you thinking of me.
Oh yeah, always, bro. You know what? I'm always thinking about them cookies too. So
They are pretty good. Actually made some 2 nights ago, so we've been munching on those. But yeah, we're down to our last 5 minutes or so, so we can go around and do our final thoughts and shout outs. I wanted to shout out local X1 who was on earlier, as well as who did we have? Vark Dog was here showing off his new garden build. So he's posting all the updates on that in the Discord. If you'd like to join the Discord, you can get in touch with me for a link, which I'll give you all that here in a minute. But yeah, shout out to them. Appreciate new people coming on, and appreciate everybody in the chat. I've been watching the chat out of the corner of my eye, and I wanted to just say thank you all for coming, and hopefully we've been at least somewhat entertaining for the last 2 hours. It's a different time slot than we usually do, so I'm gonna keep having to do the flip-flop, and so I'm gonna keep posting updates. So keep your eyes on my Instagram or in the Discord, and I'll make sure everybody knows when and where and all that for the next show. It should be our next one will be our normal Sunday morning at noon Eastern. So hopefully we can see everybody and chat there again. And without further ado, we can go over to Raider Dang Fader if you want to tell people where they can find you and any final thoughts you have or shout outs you want to give.
Oh yeah, I mean, whenever you guys come out to Colorado, northern Colorado specifically, uh, take time, stop by, say hi at Fuego Pizza Company in Fort Collins, Colorado.
It's the best
It's
pizza in Colorado.
yeah, it's okay.
It's
But
okay,
yeah,
dude. It's
stop. Hey,
awesome.
hey, stop by, say hi. I appreciate all nothing but growers love.
Yeah, we got the DGC coming up in about a month or so, right? And so hopefully there'll be people around the community coming up this way.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. I'm expecting that, and I'll hit you up, dude. I wanted to see if you had time to go swing by and hang out over at the DGC Cup, but we'll talk about it later.
All right, that sounds good. Yeah, thanks for showing up, showing your garden, and appreciate you. And next we can go over to Sky Overhead if you want to tell people where they can find you and any final thoughts and shout outs.
Thanks for having me on the show. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for everybody in chat for showing up. I'll share more photos on your Discord since
Cool.
I couldn't get all the way down there to show you those tomato plants.
Do you have a website?
Skyoverhead.com. You can just contact me through there if you want some seeds.
There you go. And the music stuff. I'll shout it out for you. Red Sky Rising is a great thing to follow on Spotify and wherever else you listen to music. So
It's called Red Sky Sunrise.
oh, is that what it is? My bad.
Yeah.
I'm very high. So but yeah, no, I do have that. I follow you on Spotify, and me and my kid listen to some of your music in the car sometimes. So shout out
All
to y'all
right.
for
Thank you very
providing good
much.
music. Yeah. And last but
Thanks.
not least, we can go over to OK Jace if you want to tell people where they can find you and any final thoughts.
You can find me on Instagram, OKJs20, and I'm also in Seed Person's Discord. And just shout out to all the moms out there. Happy Mother's Day from yesterday. But yeah, it's been a while. We missed an episode last time, but fun hanging out with you guys. Thanks, chat, for stopping by, and thanks to the host, Seed Person. See you guys next time.
Thanks,
Where we're
Jace.
love.
We missed our episode because of the Mother's Day. We didn't, or no, we didn't. We missed it because I was doing the thing, but then the last one was postponed because of Mother's Day. It would have been yesterday, but we were hanging out. So again, yeah, I'll second that. Shout out to all the mothers out there. We wouldn't exist without you. So we appreciate you. And yeah, if you want to get in touch with me, it's on Instagram at seedperson, or you can email me at synchronicityseeds@gmail.com. The Discord is open to anybody that wants to come and hang out and be positive and supportive. And we specifically like to welcome new growers. So if you're lurking and you are on the fence about whether you want to join, this community or the peripheral communities in the same circles with all the same people and all that, do reach out, because we're the whole reason for the Discord is to welcome new growers and make you feel welcome, because my experience as a new grower was very unwelcoming and made it so I didn't talk to anybody for 2 years straight and learn how to grow by myself. And I don't want anybody else to have to go through that. So we won't judge you if your plants look like shit, it is what it is. We'll help you fix it. And we'll welcome you with open arms. So hit me up for the link for that if it's not updated on my Instagram, which it's usually not because I have to go and repost it every week and I never do that. So send me a DM if you want to be a part of that. And yeah, cheers everybody. Appreciate y'all coming by. Cheers to the chat. Appreciate everybody showing up and tolerating the crazy time slots and all that. So, but we will see you next Sunday at noon Eastern here on this channel.